Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This battle is starting in a rather unusual position because, of course, there is no countdown. You're looking at the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that you might know as a leFH or a leaf blower. This one is located on the west spawn of Sand River Encounter, and it's under the command of Targy of 3RTR. Okay. Aiming downrange already, waiting for the enemy to appear over that dune. I normally aim towards the pass to the left of this position. The dunes are actually normally where you find light tanks trying to spot the enemy. He's found someone. It's a Panzer 3, it's a Stug 3 Ausstellung G. Direct hit with his first shot. Now the 105mm light field howitzer will do 410 alpha. And it'll penetrate 53mm of armor with 8.92 as the standard reload, but Targy's got a reload time of about 7.01. Okay, he's looking around for a target. I think he's having difficulty trying to position himself on that rock that he stuck himself on right at the start. His first round was a bit of a snap, but he's dialed in now fully, and he should be able to get accurate shots. He fires ahead of the enemy. Oh my gum! Blew him to pieces. That was a really accurate shot, very well aimed, because he knew that the enemy was going to go through that spot. He fired directly at the spot, and the Valentine just exploded when the shell hit the ammo rack. Fires another one in the KV2, and that hit the target as well, but he's being targeted by the enemy Arty. Now, the enemy has two Arty in this game, an M41 HMC and a Fifi. And so it could be either one of them that's actually aiming at him. But somebody definitely fired an Arty round in his general direction. He's changed his position just slightly to avoid counter battery. He's now going to give a go at this P2640. Oh, he wiped him out with a heat round. Now, the heat rounds will do 350 alpha, but they do have a lot of pen. 104mm, but you have to get a direct hit to make them work. That one didn't work because the tank wasn't there. You need to fire at targets which you can definitely see to make it work. Okay. KV2, rounds out. Just missed him because he's took so long for the shell to get there. He's going to give it a go on the Easy 8 this time. Again, the shell went to the right. This is bad RNG, but it would have penned if he got it on target. And we've lost sight of those two, so he's switching back to the HE rounds now. Oh, he just fired a round accidentally, I think. So he's just blown another shell, but look at that. We've got a T-34, very low hit points in the rev bed. He fires snap, misses the target. Letting it dial in this time. Before he can do that, his teammate in the Bishop gets the kill. Oh, he's been spotted. There's an enemy tank nearby. It's a Striv M4257, and he's just on the heights over above us. We fire a round in. Oh, nice hit. 148. Now, I think that guy is reloading at the moment because he's got a 4-shot autoloader. 75mm round. And that was a penetrating shot for 377, because basically the Striv M4257 is basically a Striv 42 with very thin armor. Makes him very vulnerable indeed. And another enemy tank goes down. This time it was a Panzer 3 Ausstellung J. He's looking around for targets to shoot at, and he's found that Easy 8 again. He fires the round in, just barely misses him. Let it settle. Oh, he's found the KV2 this time. The KV2 stops and fires ahead, thinking it's going to keep moving. He's just fired his dirt round, and he changes course to avoid the return fire. Get another shot. Try not to follow a target. Oh, he penned him with a heat round there. Can he get another one in? Nope, because the target's moved. Okay, M4A3E8. He's firing a heat round at this guy. If he can get it on target, he fires ahead of its track. And unfortunately, he's running low on heat rounds now. He tried to be shooting ahead of its path. He fires another one in, and he got him! He got him with an HE round. Now, there's only 5 left on either team. Both teams got Arty. Both teams have got a heavy tank, but the enemy team's got 2 medium tanks, whereas we've got a medium and a light. And we just lost our heavy tank, which was the Churchill 7. Targy's decided to change position because the enemy could be heading in our direction. That's a virtual certainty they will. I say that, but it is an encounter game because obviously that's where the cap is. Oh, and we've just lost another one. This time round it was the Bishop taken out by the VK. He fires a snap. Narrowly misses him. Fires snap again. Tried to get a nice shot into the VK as he went up over that rise. He's dialing it in. And I'm afraid this VK is now definitely heading in our direction because there's only 2 left on the team. And that didn't go through. And I can hear the enemy Arty firing in our general direction. In fact, he was firing at the Easy 8, and here comes the VK. In fact, it's a VK3001H instead. Now, has he got the derp gun, or has he got the 75mm? Well, the one that's coming towards us from the other direction definitely has the 75mm, the 3002M. This is the KB2 though. He's got a 152mm. He's aiming in our direction. We've been spotted. And we're about to get hit. And we've just been hit by the enemy. I think we were stunned by the enemy Arty. And oh. Yep. Didn't work out. Here's the end of battle results for the first game, and it was a demolition expert for targy in the 105 leFH18B2 because he blew that Valentine anti-tank to pieces with 1 round that set off his Amarak. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7 in this game, but sadly it was a loss. But the win rate was 4,164, which is Super Unicum standard. And let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. That went to the VK3002M on the enemy team. Got a high caliber for 2,667 hit points. Second highest damage went to the enemy Fifi, who got 1,899. He did hit us right towards the end of the game. Stupid dog. Yeah, that's his name, actually. He's not stupid. That's his name. Anyway, and the third highest damage in the game goes to targy with 1,598 hit points. When it came to kills, though, it was shared between targy, the enemy Fifi, and that VK. They all have 4 kills apiece, with 3 kills going to the T28 and 2 kills going to the Easy 8 and the VK3001H on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's the VK who came out on top. The VK3002M got 1,157, the only player to get over 1,000 base, with the next highest scorer being the enemy Fifi with 888, followed by their Easy 8 with 598. Targy got 471. He was the best player on his team, but sadly he wasn't able to do anything more because, yeah, there was only 4 members of his own team, or 5 members actually, you might say, who were actually doing most of the work. In fact, 2 members doing most of the work, because you can see it was targy and the T28 between them actually accounted for most of the damage on their team. Oh, actually, I'm being unfair because, yes, it wasn't targy and the T28, it was targy and the M4A1, and that guy got a Confederate in that game as well. So, yes, they were doing most of the work in that game. Anyway, let's have a look at detail. He fired 30 rounds, so he still had 20 left at the end of the game. Got 12 direct hits on the enemy, 3 penetrating shots, and 11 splash. Most of the penetrating shots actually came from heat rounds, which he fired either the KV2 or at the other side. The KV2 didn't actually get penned by a heat round. I think the EZ8 did. At least I thought he did. Let's have a quick look. There's the EZ8. No, he didn't get penned. The P2640 got penned. The Valentine anti-tank got penned. And who else got penned? The Striv M4257. Yes, as I said, that was a very thinly armoured vehicle. And one of those shots went straight through him. He also got 11 splashes, damage of 1,598, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy. 2 of them were penetrations, 2 hits by way of splash. Yes, the Arty tried to hit him twice actually during the game. He had to move after the first one. And he damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 219 hit points of damage resistance. Now, he actually suffered a loss from this game of 29,330 credits. And I think that's partially down to the fact that he did use a fair amount of premium ammo, the heat rounds. And he also took away 989 XP. So, all in all, he was the best player on his team in this game, but it just didn't work out so well. And in fact, he said he was getting used to switching the rounds from the HE, the standard high explosive, to the heat rounds. He has sent in another replay, so let's see that one. The second replay is on the north spawn of Malinovka encounter. Game on. Well, he's moving off into the trees this time. Bit of cover. You always need a bit of cover just in case somebody's sneaky enough to creep up and spot you and then enable his teammates to take you out. He's landed in a tier 6 game with tier 5 tanks in it, or tier 4 tanks in it actually, so he's middle tier. Now, yeah, knocking these trees down might give away his position, but I'm not sure if the enemy is actually looking at this moment for any Arty. Yes, more than enough trees to indicate where he might be. Okay, this looks to be a good position, and he's getting ready to shoot. Now, he is quite a long way away from the enemy at the moment, and I think he's just spotted that. So he's actually going to have to move if he wants to get shots at some of the enemy tanks at the top of the hill. He's having a quick look at the F7 perch, the lookout spot. Somebody might be down there. First shot doesn't hit anything. But he spotted enemy tanks right up on top of the hill. But I think he's decided he's just a little too far away at the moment. Fires a snap in. Yes, I think this ammunition at this moment is not going to do a whole lot actually. He's just testing the water to see if there's anybody there. But of course, if they were seeing these shells coming in, they would obviously move away. Now, he has got some targets up there he can shoot at now. And in fact, some of them are easy to pen because they're fairly thin armor. That BT7, that's a tier 4. Okay, he's lining up a shot on the Shure as he reverses away. Narrowly misses him, but he does get 30 hit points. The BT7's gone. Fires another one at the Shure, but yeah, unfortunately he was reversing and he's so far away that it actually does make it a bit of a problem trying to get shots to where hit the target because he moves out the way before the shell arrives. Ah, M8A1. Now that would be a good target because it's very thin armor on the Scott. Fired a bit of a snap at the Scott the first time. He's anticipating the guy's going to pull back. And he got a splash kill. The M8A1 did get hit by some damage, some shells. He pulled back just at the moment that the shell went down and splashed him to death. So, can he get a shot in this Matilda? Well, it looks like he's tracked. And he does take the guy out with one round. Now, he can definitely get shots on the Tiger because he's right on the edge of the field of fire. You can see the reticule's now gone ovoid in shape, which means you're very close to maximum range. Oh, that one hit him, but it didn't wipe him out. It must have hit the hard armor. He's having difficulty trying to work out where to put the shell. The guy's rocking backwards and forwards, and he goes down in the end to a shot from RT67. And for A3E8 moving through the village. Bit dangerous what he's doing, because all of that is distractible scenery. So it's not going to protect him. Okay, we get a round on target. Well, he's got nothing to hide behind now, and I think he's tracked. Rounds out. And that's a kill shot. It looks like it actually might have penetrated him at the rear. Okay, over towards the river, we've got a T-3485M trying to cut across the gap. But a Hetzer on our team who's blocking his shot. Chappy. Rounds out. Oh, fantastic! That was must have been a penetrating shot. One shot into him. There's the Hetzer. Oh, the Hetzer gets killed by the enemy Gorilla. But we're trying to deal some damage to this T-3485 who's using the Hetzer as armor. He just took a hit from our other Arty. The other Arty on our team, by the way, is an M37. He's also got a 105mm main gun. Similar, well, not similar fire rate, but slightly longer on the reload. Well, we've been joined by a T-28 who's come alongside us. I think he's seeking protection. SU-85. There's only 4 enemies left now. They're massively outnumbered because there's 9 on our team. Rounds out in the SU-85. Long shot. Just misses him, but gets 22 splash. It's a long, long flight time for the shell. You know, when the enemy tank's moving about a lot, it can be really difficult to get a shot on target. But that T-3485M is getting really close to us now. He's turned towards the cap, but so that means we've actually got the rear of the vehicle to fire at. Now we have got a shot. Just narrowly misses him. He must have had warning that he was being fired at there. We've lost sight of him now as well, which is bad news because we really need somebody to be spotting for us. We've also lost a huge amount of tanks in a very short period of time, so we're only 2 up on the enemy now. And yes, I think that T-3485M could be headed in that direction. In fact, here he is. He's going for the M37. The T-28 is not anywhere. Well, he's nearby, but he's not shooting. We auto-aim onto the T-3485M. Can he get the kill? Yes, he got him. Manually aimed. It was auto-aimed onto the target, but it worked. And now there's only 1 enemy left. It's the T-28 on the enemy team. Looks like our T-28 actually did take some damage. He's very low on hit points. And the T-28 was quite happy about that kill. So now we're going after the T-28, but that thing's got very thin armor. So any shot that hits him is more than likely going to pen him. Now the view range of this Arty is 390 meters, so we're more likely to spot him before he spots us. Don't want to go out right into the open because that would just be asking for trouble. But the T-28 is still with us. And there's the other T-28, the enemy one. He kills our T-28, unfortunately. But we hit him with a round at close range and it did pen. 391. Can we get a kill shot? Yes! Well, we didn't get the kill actually. It was the T-3485M on our team. But we won the game. Well, it may have been disappointing that we lost the last game on Sand River, but this one we definitely won. And it was a first-class tank of a targy of 3 RTR in the Fifi. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually ended up on 5, 1 short of getting a Top Gun. and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also picked off a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 13 in this game, and his win rate was 4,301. If we killed that T28 right at the end, we would have picked up a Top Gun medal as well. Would you believe it? Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in this game because that actually went to the T28 on the enemy team. That guy snuck up on us. He got a Leather Slaves medal in that game. He's tier 4, but he was killing tier 5 and tier 6 tanks. He actually got 1,869 hit points of damage, but he didn't get a high caliber because that wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. Second highest damage went to the T-3485M on our team, who killed the T-28 right at the end. He got 1,750 hit points. And the third highest damage was Targy with 1,566. When it came to kills, Targy got the highest with 5. 3 kills went to the T-3485M, the T-28 on the enemy team, and their T-3485M and their Gorilla. So 3 players on the enemy team were really good, but unfortunately couldn't save them in that game. And when it came to base XP, Targy's got that one as well. 933 went to him, but the same amount went to the T-3485M, so I suppose he's sharing the top spot on that occasion. So he got 2 out of 3 on the columns. Fired 33 rounds in that game, got 7 direct hits on the enemy, 3 penetrating shots and 15 splash. Damage of 1,566 hit points, of which 955 were at more than 300 meters. Received 2 hits from the enemy, both were penetrating shots, I'm afraid. One of those came from the T-28, and in fact I think both of them came from the T-28-5 rather quickly. And we also received a damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 20 hit points of damage assistance in the game. I think that may have been because the T-28 was tracked when the T-3485M took him down. He actually earned a profit from that game, 81,076 credits on a premium account, because he got a mission completion reward of 65,000, and he also got 25 bonds, as well as 7,559 experience points. So he says that will do, carry the team. Well, he certainly did in that one because he got 5 kills in the game, and he was the high scorer. So I hope you enjoyed both of those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm and that gets your videos noticed. And thank you for watching.